So there was a young infielder named Tim Wakefield who was going to try to learn to throw the knuckleball. Now, folks, this isn't something you just kind of pick up, right? And so I remember him working on it diligently, and I would go to the bullpen with my camera and just get all kind of different angles to watch him. And I watched him work that ball in the glove and how he would try to make it work. And it was frustrating for him at times, but also there were times where he was ultra successful. You know, there were some that were flat. Like, I would love to get behind him. Like, if he were here pitching that way, I would love to get behind him. Because you could see in the glove, you could watch his fingers and how he was gripping it, where the seams were. And sometimes it wouldn't do anything. And that's the beauty of the knuckleball. You don't know. You have a vicinity that you're looking for. You don't know. Ask a catcher. They'll tell you. If they think they know where a knuckleball is going, it's not a very good knuckleball. It's one thing to throw it when you're warming up too, because everybody threw a knuckleball when you're warming up. Infielders, outfielders, catchers, everybody did. But to go out there on a mound and make it your number one pitch, that takes a lot of practice. And he put a lot of effort into it too. And the other part of the story that I love to tell too was, who was the guy that was the pitching coach for the Mudcats at that time? Spin Williams. If you're going to have a pitching coach, why not have a guy named Spin Williams, right? Who's trying to teach a ball that doesn't spin. It was just the perfect irony of the two things coming together, where a guy discovers a career being a Carolina Mudcat.
One of the greatest things that ever came out of the Mudcats was my daughter Leah meeting her future husband and the father of my two precious grandchildren, Dennis Anderson. He was a young catcher from Tucson, Arizona. He was with the Marlin system, and he came here part of 2003, but was here 2004 and 2005. And Will and I met Dennis first, and we thought, God, he's a nice guy. My daughter was still dating and hadn't really found the right one. So we thought, you know, that might be a good idea to introduce those two. And then I think Dennis saw her at a game one night and said, gosh, Will, can you introduce me to your sister? So that all worked out wonderfully. They met. The rest was history. They've been married now about, 12, 13 years. Have two children, my grandchildren, daughters that are 10 and 8. They love baseball. They're not really that into playing baseball, but they love to come to the Mudcat games every time they get a chance. But they're both athletic. One's a competition gymnast. The other is competition in swimming. So that's worked out. The Mudcats did us a really, really good favor in bringing that young man to Zebulon.
Yes, we had the Pirates once or twice. We had the Indians. We had the Reds. So yeah, I was pretty much here for nearly all of them. But yeah, Dusty Baker came in and he's like, "Well, Dusty, you need anything special?" And yeah, Parker's Barbecue. My wife worked in Wilson at the time, and Parker's Barbecue, and hey, can you get some barbecue for Dusty and the coaches? So she goes over there and gets it. So Parker's doesn't take cards, they only take cash. And it was like, how much money worth food was that? Like $200, $300.
Debit or machine.
Yeah. Of course, Dusty did someone tip, and she got the tip, but